folks, we are back, and I'm joined with one half, let's just be honest, the whole main event
Let's go.
of the Zone Misfits Boxing X Series number 2. It's Jay Swingler. How you doing, Jay?
Yeah, bro. Yo, come here,
What's
man.
up, man?
Come here, bro. I'm good, bro. Thank you very much, man. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. I'm looking at you, and you seem so happy, man.
Yeah,
you
really.
You seem so happy. You seem so excited. We've been waiting on this moment for a long time, way back in the day. Let's start it off where it started, way back. You and Gib.
Okay.
2018?
2018, yeah. That was, I feel like a different person, you know.
You look like it, man. You look like a guy. I was talking to someone today, they're like, dude, he looks like Conor McGregor.
Really?
He looks like
Bro,
the way you walk around, the mannerisms, but you're just the confidence. But you just look like you're in the zone. What changed from then to now?
This is gonna sound really weird, but I was 23 then. I'm 27 now, so I guess I found myself, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like I just found just balance in my life, and I feel like I just found who I really was. And I think boxing helped me too, like discipline
100%.
me, brought me balance. I've said this in a couple of interviews, like I was always such a high person and a low. Like there was never no in between. Yeah, so now I feel like I've got a lot more balance in my life, and I'm not looking for these super highs anymore. I'm not, and from that, I'm never, because those lows, man, they were dangerous. I was living this outrageous lifestyle. What we were doing for videos, I was like basically nearly killing myself every week for content.
Oh my God.
And now it's like, I don't know, maybe I think along the way people just change, don't they? You find yourself, and I feel like I just got a bit more respect for myself now. I actually care about myself. So
honestly,
maybe that's what's happened. Maybe that's maybe why people think he walks differently. Do you know what I mean? So
I was talking to someone today. You know, I wasn't around for the rise of TFG. You know, I'm in a completely different TGF. What did I say? TFG?
Yeah. It's okay.
I think I'm Tiny Meat Gang. You guys know them? The guys over in the US. I love their channel too, but I get them mixed up. TGF, TMG. That's the difference.
It's okay, bro.
Don't disrespect. Sorry, Romel.
Romel's coming for you.
He's like, listen here, I'm getting in, me and Wade. I wasn't around for that rise, you know, it's a completely different scene, but from every interaction I've had with you, you've been so genuine with your time, you've been so nice, but there's something in there.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing it little by little start to peek out, you know, you're looking at Cherds a little differently, you know, you're looking at him, and I guess my question is, from the changes you've made, is there that little inner demon from that Gib fight, right? The one that I think you know and I know, you probably, if you took it a little more serious, could have changed the trajectory of where you're at even right now.
100%.
So does that come out on Saturday?
Yeah, it has to. It has to. I've got no choice. I can't let myself down. I've put too much work into this camp. I've been training for a lot longer. With that Gib fight, I just wasn't taking it serious, man. Yeah. And I don't think I realised what boxing takes. Because when you're in that ring, it doesn't matter how many followers you have, how your personality type, all of that goes out the window. And I thought that was going to help carry me. Obviously, at heart, I felt like I had a lot of grit in that fight. I showed heart.
100%.
And I don't know, I just feel like with this fight, heart is going to be the last thing I need now, because...
But you got it in the bag. That's in the bag.
If I need it.
But you have all this new skill, dedication, work ethic, all that.
Exactly. And I truly want to win. Yeah. And that's all it comes down to. It means the world to me. I need to win this fight.
I can tell.
YouTube doesn't even come into the equation. It's a boxing match for me, and I need to win. So...
Yeah, no, I've seen that all week. You know, when I first interviewed you, it was over Zoom. Obviously, way better in person. Yeah. But you were already talking then about Cherdleys needs to take this seriously. He better be taking this seriously. And it clued me into how seriously you're taking it. It clued me into, you don't look at this as a one-off fight. You know, you look at this as a new career path to then, you know, maybe go back with the YouTube, but still, you're fully immersed in this. Talk to me about not only the dedication you've put into it now, but are you concerned that your opponent isn't taking it as seriously as you are?
The only thing I'll be concerned about is if he walks into that ring thinking that he can play that character, it's dangerous. Like, yeah, it genuinely is. He's going to get hurt, and I don't want to be responsible for somebody being seriously injured.
Right.
And this is why it's different now. It's not white collar, it's not head guards.
No,
and
it's not 2018, no.
Yeah, 10-inch gloves as well.
Tins.
And you can get serious head injuries. Serious.
I mean, he was talking about wearing jean shorts.
Exactly, bro.
In the
like,
ring.
it's insane. So for me, as long as, man, I got a license to essentially give someone brain damage.
Yeah. I mean, they call it license to kill for a reason, right? No, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That sounds pretty morbid, but this is a combat sport. You know, this is, at the end of the day, your job is to go in there and hurt someone else. So
exactly.
If both guys aren't taking it as serious, the guy that is going to show. And I think, that is the big concern. But regardless, you've got a job to do, right?
I think at the end of the day as well, the thing is, I get like I just said, I get a license to hurt somebody, and I think there's a part of me, because I know how hard I've been training for the last 2 years, year and a half probably. I don't want that to go to waste on somebody that's not taking it seriously, and I think that's the part that would upset me if I go into the ring with somebody who's not willing to give me what Gibb gave me.
Yeah. And
I want him to bring Gibb's type of energy, because I know at the end of the day, I just want to show people what I can do. Yeah. And for me, this is just a step on the ladder, and I really do think I'll go far with this whole misfits thing with DAZN or whatever trajectory it goes. I want to keep fighting. I want to fight good fighters, and I don't want to pick easy options, man.
Of course not.
Because I'm willing to dedicate my life to the sport, man. Honestly, love it so much. Like I said, it's brought me so much balance, discipline, happiness. So it's a much healthier lifestyle being a boxer than it is being a YouTuber.
No, I agree. Especially for your channel, I agree. And you're saying all the right words, man. I watch you just skip rope, and you just look like you're in your element. Honestly, I don't know how you're going to take this, but it almost looks like a trajectory of a Jake Paul, right? Jake, as many people know him to be a little bit of a jerk or whatever, you look at where he righted the ship, because things weren't going well, right? Mm-hmm. You go back to when he started boxing, things were not going well for him and his channel. Yeah. But the ship got righted with some dedication, some balance, something to hone in a lot of that aggression. And I see that a lot in you. I see you just opening a new path for yourself. And you talked about a stepping stone or a ladder to get to where you want to get to. Let's talk about that ladder. Like, let's say you go in and do work, right? You go in and put the Cherd man down, right? Yeah. What happens next? Who, when, where? Do you want to have multiple fights in this year, next year? What's next for Jay with a win?
I have the utmost confidence in myself and my ability. Whatever fight gets thrown my way over the next year, I'll take it within reason. Yeah. Because I know I've got to be smart about this. I want this to be a career path, and I want to just go on the right path, so this can be a sustainable thing that I'll do over the next few years. I don't want to just put my hands all in one pie at once and just kind of, Yeah. So I would like it to last. But like I said, if whoever comes after this fight, I keep getting so many people telling me about DEJI, saying would you fight DEJI? I don't know why.
He mentioned, I think the reason was because there was...
In JJ's video.
He mentioned, that'd be a good fight for you. And DEJI just looks stoic like, it would. So he's interested in that fight. Is that something you would be interested in?
I think I would, I like DEJI a lot, so it would take...
He's a good guy, man.
Yeah, he's brilliant. And I spent some time with him out in LA a couple of years ago. I spoke to him quite a few times. And me and DEJI are like... I guess he's like it with everybody. He connects well with people because he's genuine. He's just like a nice guy. Yeah. So, for me to say no to him, I guess would look silly.
Style-wise, I know you like him. Yeah. But style-wise, do you think you match up well there?
I think we're similar height, definitely. Yeah. I think we're the exact same height, actually. Yeah. He may have an inch on me. I'm like 5'9". He may be 5'10", maybe. Mm-hmm. He's strong. DEJI's strong, man. Crack. But I like the weight I'm at right now, 76 kg. I'd like to float about this, maybe go up to 78, or I'd like to come down to like 72 kg, which is about what, 100? Is that like 160 pounds? Is that
around 100? I don't know. I'm not lying.
Somewhere,
I know. I have no idea.
In kg, it's like maybe 72 kg. I would like to float around that weight because I'm fast. I've maintained my strength around this weight now. I've lost 13 kg and maintained all of my power. I'm hitting harder than I was when I was heavier.
All I'm hearing in camp is how Jay is putting guys down left and right, breaking noses, breaking faces.
Oh man, it's been awful. Some of the sessions we've had, I've had to learn about this killer instinct that I have in me because I'm a nice guy. I'm a really nice guy. Like, my mom raised me to just always be polite, always say thank you, please open the door for people.
You're a mama's boy too?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, that's why we get along.
Let's go.
That's why we get along, brother.
So at heart, I'm a kind person,
right.
And that was my biggest downfall when I first started sparring, because when I was hurting people, or even, I remember my first time sparring, I hit somebody with a body shot. It was just a jab to the solar plexus here, and I heard them go like this, and I was like, oh no, and then I didn't hit them there for the rest of the sparring, and my coach he pulled me to one side and he was like, do not do that again.
Right.
If you see that shot, you get them.
On it, 100%.
Yeah? And I was like, oh, man. And I remember I'd go home after every session and I'd lay there in bed, or I'd be in the car on the way home thinking like, you need to bury that old Jay because he's too nice and he doesn't belong here in the boxing world.
Yeah.
And then as time went on, I remember I'd like be landing shots. We started on body sparring and then we progressed to like the head sparring, just normal sparring. By the time I got to the head sparring, I had a bit more venom behind my shots and I was caring less about my opponents, even though they were good friends in the gym. I got a guy who I was sparring is a bare knuckle pro fighter. He's incredible. He's a lot heavier than me. He was beating the shit out of me when I first started sparring, but I needed it, and I would hate sparring. I'd come back every session, I'd be like, oh no, he's there again today, And I turned up this one session, and I just felt good that day, and I remember talking to my coach, and I was like, I feel really calm and relaxed, just like how I've been this past week. And he said to me, he's like, just stay calm and wait for the shots. Don't look for them. Don't try and find them. They'll present themselves, and just take the opportunity as fast as you can. And I fainted, and I got him with a body shot, and he was kind of like keeled over a bit like this. And I got him with an uppercut, and his nose, bro, it was like, it's bent, it's still broken there.
It had its own roadmap.
Yeah, bro, it's like this.
It was a London road, that's what it was.
And he was fucked, like we haven't sparred much since, so I had to start sparring other people because the levels were progressing so much, and eventually my coach Bav just said to me like, it's time to start putting you through paces with better people now. Yeah. And the people I've been sparring just are pros now. So
yeah, I mean that's the thing, man. You do have to flip that switch, right? You do have to kind of. It's your namesake, Conor McGregor. He always talks about eliminating the face. It's just a body with a head and a torso and points to attack, right?
Yeah.
So that makes a ton of sense. Well, man, listen, I want to give you a chance to talk about this card as well. You are main eventing. Give me a little rundown of what you think of some of these fights. We have Slim and Ryan Taylor.
Yeah.
Who do you I don't think you care to pick. Who do you have in that fight?
It's tough. I think Ryan Taylor's going to come in heavier than Slim, so he's going to have the weight on him, and I think he's going to have the power. I think that's what's happening. I heard Ryan Taylor say to me, or to somebody next to me, that he's going to be about 5-6 kg heavier. I don't know how they've allowed the fight or whatever.
Yeah, maybe a little catch weight deal.
Rate, yeah. So Ryan's going to have
Ryan needs to make it a little ugly. He needs to make it a little messy. Try to put his head in Slim's chest. Almost do what Slim did to Temper to Slim.
Yeah.
Problem is, Slim's seen it all.
Yeah.
It's tough.
And I think Slim could outbox Ryan.
Yeah. If we're talking...
But I think Ryan can scrap.
I was going to say, if we're talking hitting the streets, you know, we're out here in the car park, it might be, a little bit of a different thing. But in the sport, Slim has so much experience now, and he is... he's a proper boxer, but outside of that fight, give me a couple names, man. Who are you excited to see?
I'm looking forward to see where JMX goes well, because he's an OG, and we fought on the same card as well.
That's right.
Back for the Gib, but I think it was that one.
Yeah.
I want. JMX is a lovely guy as well.
Oh, Joel's amazing.
Yeah. I want to see him. I want to see him go far. I'm excited to see how the two girls get on. Is it Keely and Astrid?
Yeah, Keely and Astrid. Did you see? I don't know if this will make misfits. We have to cut this part. Did you see the insult yesterday?
About this? Oh no, not yesterday.
Keely came with the fire. She asked Astrid where her tits were. Without the push-up bra.
I saw it. It got actually posted as a clip, so I think you're fine to keep it in.
I'm just asking the community. I don't know if you guys knew they went, but she asked Astrid. So
that's going to be interesting.
That was a fair question.
The thing is, I want to be like, I'm going to be in two minds whether I want to watch the event backstage.
It's tough, right?
Because
you
I
don't
want to be the
get
last
too
one to
into
fight.
it.
Yeah, I want to be the last one to fight, but I don't want to be watching, anticipating like, oh man, have I got to go through this?
One fight left.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to be feeling that. So maybe I'll watch it, but Ryan Taylor and Slim going to be absolute fireworks. JMX and the two girls. Those are the main ones that stand out to me.
Yeah, and then we just had Tom and Jaden.
Actually, sorry. Just because of that press conference
might come
today,
right up to the top.
That's going to be electric.
And Tom, listen, I've heard some things since landing in Sheffield, and I've also seen some things on Tom Zanetti. He is a brawler.
Yeah, he loves a street fight, man.
I've
heard it too.
I think that one's going to be a fun one, and there's some real animosity there. Let's go back to your fight, and we'll end it here. You have an opportunity here, Jay, to really cement yourself in this. I'll use pounds since you use kg, 160 to 170 pound range, where guys like Slim, guys like King Kenny, who will be on the broadcast, I know he's going to be taking a very close look at that fight, because a lot of guys, they see you and they're like, that's a potential matchup. DEJI, Salt Poppy, they're all going to have their eyes on this fight. How do you go in and get this fight done? Now, you don't have to talk about strategy, but are you looking to end this thing early? Do you want to get some rounds in and then end it late? What are you thinking?
I don't want it to go on just for the sake of it. If I see an opportunity to just knock him out or stop him, I'm going to take it, and I think that's going to come in the first round, because I'll find that I can work my opponents out pretty quickly. I'm going to still say max round 2. I don't think it's going over 2 rounds. Yeah. But as for like the people that are going to be watching, I agree with what you say, and I think there's going to be a lot of people probably calling me out the way I'm going to stop this guy, because the way I'm going to stop my opponent, it's just going to be content. It's going to be a highlight reel. So other fighters love that as well. That's an opportunity to call somebody out, isn't it? So
yeah, and I'm assuming you invite that.
Yeah, 100%. Like, King Kenny's been calling me out for the last like 6 months, man.
Really?
Yeah, he called me out on Twitter. He called me out on post fight, on his last fight in the changing room. So
is that another one you like?
Yeah, man, I'm down. Honestly, I'm down, bro.
Kenny,
honestly, bro, I got confidence, man. I believe in myself.
Yeah.
I'm not. It doesn't frighten me, the idea of getting in there with somebody who's experienced.
Yeah.
I think Cherdleys I'm going to wipe the floor with him. I'll be very shocked if he comes out and he shows some true boxing ability that's going to stun me. But yeah.
The job is there. He's trying to get it done on Saturday night. That's Jay Swingler. He's in the main event, the Zone X Series number 2, Misfits Boxing. My man, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
We'll see you then.